And Israel's security cabinet has given the green light to the Gaza ceasefire and hostage deal announced earlier this week. The deal was approved by a majority vote from the 11 voting members of the security cabinet. However, the full 33-member Israeli cabinet still needs to formally approve this agreement. Meanwhile, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has told his security cabinet that he received guarantees from negotiators about American backing of Israel returning to war if future talks with Hamas break down. The first phase of the Gaza ceasefire and hostage release agreement is expected to begin on Sunday. And I'm currently joined by Zaki Zaidi, a Middle East expert. He's also the former researcher, Institute of Defense Studies and Analysis. Zaki Zaidi, thank you very much for speaking with NDTV. My first question to you is, how sustainable do you believe this ceasefire agreement will be, given the past failures in maintaining peace? Are there solid mechanisms in place in order to ensure compliance from both the sides?
Absolutely. I am quite pessimistic. Though this deal brings a big relief from the ongoing genocide what's happening with the Palestinians, but the deal is very vague. It gives Israel the space to restart the war, at its own wish. I'll just break down. Okay, this deal is in three phases. The first one that lasts for 6 weeks with partial exchange of hostages with prisoners, the Palestinian prisoners. But the other two part of the deals, the second phase and the third phase, they have not been very much deliberated about. One point that I want to highlight is that Netanyahu has insisted that there will be no written agreement of after the expiration of 6 weeks that war can resume. So the option is open for him, and as there has been one more ceasefire talks, and ceasefire lasted for a few days, then it fell apart. So there is a very high chance that for Netanyahu, for his political survival, he might find some loophole, and because he has to take care of his allies, especially the right wing, the Ben Gvir and Gantz, so to continue his government.
Absolutely. And Zaki Zaidi, I want to understand the human side of it. What does it mean for the people of both sides here?
See, it brings people of Gaza, especially constant bombardment, and especially, this deal will come into effect by 12 noon afternoon on Sunday, and the Israeli bombardment is still going on. So when this deal takes into effect, it's a big relief for the Palestinians, and they will be allowed to reach out to their homes, which are now effectively a rebel now, and the Israeli hostages, mostly who are women, children, and the elderly above 50, they will be able to return the home, because the Israeli public has been putting so much of pressure on the government to get a deal done and get the hostages back. We are yet to see that how the full withdrawal of Israel whether it's going to happen or not, and when the rest of the hostages are going to be released, and what sorts of prisoners Hamas is going to demand in the next phase. And they are going to decide the political future of the Palestine.
Absolutely. In fact, as far as international and regional impact is concerned with respect to this particular deal, can we say that this deal's success could be seen as pivotal for this entire region, especially for Middle East stability there?
Okay, so this Iran and axis of resistance comes into the picture. So after the fall of Bashar al-Assad and assassination of Hassan Nasrallah, Hezbollah has been quite weakened. They don't have any ally in Syria. So the Iranian influence, the people who are the mostly armed wing of the Hamas, they have been quite much weakened. They have now not a much stronger voice that demanded that kind of a propagated an armed resistance. Now with the picture comes into is Turkey and Qatar. They will going to put pressure on Hamas to come on table and have negotiations and to give compromises, and we will see that how it goes, because the same deal which has been agreed right now in the past July, more or less the terms and agreements were the same. But it was accepted by Hamas, but Netanyahu did not accept it. But it is largely presumed that Trump wanted this deal ceasefire to be done before he takes into office. And that's how it has come into effect. And we all hope that it stays and this bloodshed ends.
Absolutely. In fact, when you look at Benjamin Netanyahu's government and his close allies and aides, there seems to be a lot of opposition from the hardliners within his government, especially from the finance minister. How do you see that panning out for Benjamin Netanyahu?
See, Benjamin, so his popularity level, which very much dipped in the beginning, and then it kind of increased with the assassination of Hassan Nasrallah and with the assassination of Hamas leader in Gaza. Right now, it has like it's kind of it's still on a good level, but his supporters, the main supporters like Ben Gvir, has threatened that like if this deal goes ahead, he's going to leave the cabinet, and but just to make the government survive, like he has everybody in the government, no matter how much right wing they have the pressure of Trump to make this deal happen. So internal politics is also there. Ben Gvir and Gantz, they have their own extreme right-wing settler voters to appeal to. Netanyahu has his own Likud party, own base supporters. So everyone has to look to their voters, and that's what the internal political dynamics plays in.
All right, Zaki Zaidi, thank you very much for speaking with NDTV and sharing your views on this issue.